what's up? Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. Great conclusion here. I don't know if the singles match has already happened yet, but if it has, you'll notice that Tim and I each split the matches and stole a Melee host. So Mark was with Tim on that one. Dylan is joining me today for this exciting teams match. We have a rematch going up for the final act. Wookiee Mistake won their third fall tournament, their third 16-team tournament, fourth tournament overall. To get back to play for the belts that they lost last year to Dummies. Before they lost them, they defended them against none other than Duel of the Fates. So, real exciting rematch here. Dylan, I said all of that to catch you up on the lore of the match today. Are you excited? You found out about this approximately 2 minutes ago. How you feeling?
Yeah, this is definitely a great one, I think, for me to be here for. I think just very exciting. You got Duel of the Fates, who have just been like dominant all season round, just playing just phenomenally. And Wookiee Mistake, I mean, obviously you said it. They're one of the best teams ever. Like these are two of the best teams ever. I think it's safe to say. So I think it's a blockbuster match, and I'm very excited to see how it all turns out.
100%. Couldn't have said it better myself, especially since I am tripping over my words because I'm very frazzled. But you know who's definitely not frazzled? 4 players ready to play. Let's hear what they have to say in the promos.
All right. Well, I don't think I have felt this relaxed about the title match ever.
Yeah.
This was the goal. The goal was to get this match. The goal was for this to be the last match. I cannot think about a team we are more connected to than Duel of the Fates. We basically put them together, and it's been awesome to see them become the champions and everything. We wanted to get another title match because we couldn't play the last one, and we have been in borrowed time, kinda. I had that feeling. This last tournament has been a struggle, but we are here, and I just want to have fun in our last match together. Joe?
David, it has been an honor and a privilege playing with you. Sad to see Wookiee Mistake go, but after winning a tournament, getting a title match against Duel of the Fates, having one more match with you with Return of the Jedi on the deep cuts list, what could be better?
Yeah.
One more time for old time's sake. I think I speak for all of us when I say, light the fuse.
Let's finish how we started. Let's play.
Dylan, thoughts on the promos? Buried the lead a little bit. This is Wookiee Mistake's last match. It feels like fate. No pun intended. Pun definitely intended. But thoughts on the promos?
Yeah, good promos. Definitely a bit long-winded from Duel of the Fates, but you know, we got there in the end. It was good. Yeah, very excited for the match. Let's go.
Sweet deal. We'll start with round number 1. Here's how round number 1 is going to work. There's going to be 10 questions. I haven't done this it's been so long since we shot a match. Usually this is just autopilot. But there's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer individually on their whiteboards. At the end of 15 seconds, we'll say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they would receive a bonus question. Each team will have 4 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of this here title match. Teams, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Nope.
Good luck, everyone.
No, good luck, guys.
All right, then, Dylan, why don't you ask the first question there?
Sure thing. So your first question will come in the category of James Bond. In Skyfall, Silva interrupts M's hearing disguised as having what profession?
Oh,
Yeah.
Not too many hard words in there.
That's true.
Tim would have struggled with a profession.
Oh, yes.
A longer.
I wasn't sure if it was M or M.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tyler.
I said policeman.
We'll go to Joe.
Yeah, we've been really embarrassed if I got this one wrong. Police officer.
Brittany.
Policeman.
And David.
Police officer.
Policeman, police officer is correct. Clean sweep. 2-2 as we get to the next question, which comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare? Now, Dylan, you don't play in. You had like a teams match at the beginning of this year, and that was the last we saw of you. But if you were still playing, would you be happy that this is going away, or sad? It's still around, but it's.
Oh, I thought you meant horror icons. I got really scared for a second there.
Plot twist.
That's fair.
A
lot of people.
No, I'm pretty glad it's gone.
4. You and me both. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Joe.
No blank balls, but I went for a different one. Alan Howard.
Brittany.
Brian May.
Go to David.
Oh, was it Klaus Bagout?
And Tyler.
I haven't said Harry Mancini.
Brian May is the correct answer.
Good job,
Brittany was
Brittany.
the only one to hit that and give Duel the lead 3-2. What's next, Dylan?
In the category of Star Wars, what is the real name of Jabba's kidnapped child in the Clone Wars?
Now, Dylan, of all the Star Wars, where would you rank this one?
I haven't seen it since I was like very, very young. I wasn't even that big of a fan of the TV show from what I remember. I'm not a Star Wars guy. I don't know. Maybe closer towards the bottom.
That was more the joke in asking, is I was a bit shocked. I'm a little shocked that you told me you didn't see it.
That's fair.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Brittany.
Rhoda.
We'll go to David.
Rota.
We'll go to Tyler.
No.
And Joe.
Rota.
Rada.
Can I just real quick talk to Cody?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's said in the movie. Tyler, we've deep cut it twice, and you didn't do it. We don't have to shoot. I'm just saying I don't think it's said in the movie. I think they only call him as Punky Muffin and Stinky.
Hutlet and stuff.
But it's up to you, Cody. It's really early. That's my gut, is that they don't say it in the movie.
I'm trying to remember what their ruling is on that.
Yeah.
I don't know how they rule. I'm okay with challenging it since we did lose on that one and get a new question if you are confident.
I'm like
And then see where they're
95% sure they don't say it in the movie.
If this is like something that they don't want to like make as a challenge, then they can determine that in the post. But we will throw the challenge that it is not said in the movie.
Officially?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll be right back after this challenge. We are back from the challenge. While no English-speaking characters say Rhoda's name, Jabba himself does call Rhoda by his name. So it is said in the movie, therefore the question will stand. So with that, we have a tie game. It's 4 points apiece. As we move to the next question, which comes in the category of Disney animation. The main character dances with an owl in a red cloak in which Disney animated film?
Fuck.
How's that? That was quite a challenge.
It was.
Now there's only a 50% chance that happens again.
That's true. Hope I know I was a lot of help during the challenge, so you're welcome for being here.
You're the backbone. You
Yes.
gotta be grounded. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with David.
Sleeping Beauty.
We'll go to Tyler.
Not even close. Just said Robin Hood.
We'll go to Joe.
I don't have it.
And Brittany.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs in Disney, Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty is correct.
Good song.
So good.
5-all. What's the next question, Dylan?
In the category of the MCU, what is the name of the Grandmaster's Gladiator Arena event where Thor fights the Hulk in Thor Ragnarok?
I remember when they announced that movie, they did it at that like Hall H thing, and Kevin Feige was like, "I bet all of you are wondering what this weird." And I a little bit. Yeah. I'm still not convinced it means much, but
I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
that's okay. First time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tyler.
I said the Contest of Champions.
We'll go to Joe.
Tournament of Champions.
We'll go to Brittany.
Oof, I said Combat of Champions.
And we'll go to David.
I said contest of champions as well.
The contest of champions is what we have. So Tyler and David will hit that.
As soon as I heard the word contest, I was like,
Yeah.
I almost put Clash of Champions, but that's a game.
6-6 as these teams match each other. We'll get to the next question. It comes in the category of DreamWorks Animation. Which two members of the Furious Five are the first ones to have their chi stolen by Kai in Kung Fu Panda 3? We just watched this. Oh my god. Wasn't paying attention.
So good I still haven't seen it.
That's okay. Because you win belts in general movies and things. Anna hasn't won a single belt in anything.
Shit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Oh boy, do I forget where we are. Joe, I think?
Crane and Mantis.
We'll go to Brittany.
Mantis and Crane.
We'll go to David.
Viper and Crane.
And Tyler.
Mantis and Crane.
Mantis and Crane is correct. Duel will take a 1-point lead. It's 8-7. What's next, Dylan?
Next question in the category of fandom quotes. Complete this quote from Star Trek IV: The Undiscovered Country. No, I'm from Iowa. I only work in blank. And we are looking for 2 words.
And you all know this, but it's definitely Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country. I just wrote the numerals backwards.
Is it?
No, it's Star Trek. Oh.
Yeah, it is Star Trek.
Right.
It's 4.
You wrote the wrong subtitle, not the wrong numerals.
What is happening?
Yeah.
I haven't played forever.
I can't help you on
Star
this.
Trek
I'm sorry.
4, The Voyage Home.
Gotcha.
Technical repeat, Dylan, but say The Voyage Home this time.
Sure thing. Your question again. Complete this quote from Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. No, I'm from Iowa. I only work in blank. And we are looking for 2 words.
Jesus.
I was in my match against Tyler where I said, was it Star Trek 4, Quest for Peace, I think?
Quest for Peace.
Yeah.
You could have said Star Trek Resurrections, so you know there is.
1, pens down. We'll go to Brittany.
Outer space?
We'll go to David.
Outer space.
We'll go to Tyler.
Gotta hope it's outer space.
And
Dirty sweep or a clean sweep, out of space.
outer space is
On a
correct.
quotes question.
I know, right?
What a way to go. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of the Wizarding World. Who plays Mary Lou Barebone, Credence's foster mother and leader of the Second Salemers in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them?
Yeah, I knew instantly when I read the quote. I was like, this is the wrong movie. This is not from the right one.
Weird. I heard it right, so I didn't even know this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
they all tuned out the beginning and they were like, cool, just get to the quote. And where it's from. But yeah, you know what's sad is I tested her on all of these and she doesn't even remember the answers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to David.
I don't know.
Okay. Tyler.
Right there with you. I said Lily Taylor.
We'll go to Joe.
I'm glad I got back in with The Walking Dead. Samantha Moulton.
And Brittany.
Samantha Morton.
Samantha Morton is correct. Joe and Brittany will hit that. It's 11-10. Still a 1-point game as we get to the penultimate question. Dylan, go for it.
Yep, in the category of DC. After first arriving on Earth, a hero has to emerge from a lake in which DC film?
I've been rewatching some old multiplex things, and the word lake caused some big issues in mine and Tim's relationship.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's quite the talk of the town. Answers in 5.
You guys
4,
okay? You and Tim?
3. We will be too.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is Wookiee Mistakes. First repeat. Go ahead, Dylan.
Yeah, your question again in DC. After first arriving on Earth, a hero has to emerge from a lake in which DC film?
there are no more perfect rounds. I just checked. That is true.
Yeah. Contest.
All right, Brittany, was 6 not enough?
Oh, was it 6? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It was,
Okay.
No, she needs more.
2,
Like Tyler says.
Next
1.
year's full.
Hands down. We'll go to Tyler.
Is it Supergirl?
We'll go to Joe.
Is it Supergirl?
We'll go to Brittany.
Is it Supergirl?
Hell
And
yeah.
Dan.
But is it Supergirl?
It is not. No, it's definitely Supergirl.
Yeah.
I was so torn on that
A
one.
1-point game, 13-12, as we get to the final question of round number 1. That question will come in the category of Pixar. What is the name of Wade's boss, who Ember has to convince not to shut down her father's shop in Elemental?
Oh,
Are we doing full name or just first?
Just first would be the left.
Okay.
If you want to do the one,
No, I'm good.
Can I make up the last name?
you could.
Don't.
I'd
No.
probably
Will
say
you penalize me?
advise against it. We'll get answers. Info. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Joe.
Gale.
Go to Brittany.
Gail.
David.
Gale.
And Tyler.
Gale.
Correct. And with that, we will come to the end of round number 1. Duel of the Fates has the lead 15 to Wookiee Mistakes 14. I expected nothing less. As we get into round number 2, we have a wheel with 10 fandom categories on it. No spinners or opponents per request of the champions. Each team is going to get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you'd like to check down to multiple choice, in which case it'll only be worth 1. And be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are Star Wars, DC, James Bond, fandom quotes, sci-fi icons, Marvel, DreamWorks, Wizarding World, MCU, and YA. With that being said, Duel of the Fates, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Wookiee Mistake?
We'll give them what they want. We'll defer.
I guess I could have Cody out of this. But you know what? I already did it. So I'm going to bring Alex in. And Wookiee Mistake. This will be your first.
Okay, dokie. Potentially our last ever spin.
Lands on DreamWorks.
One more spin, David, for the road.
Yeah.
Spin it again for the road.
For the road.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's anticlimactic.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
All right, Wookiee Mistake, you've spun the category of DreamWorks. Dylan will be administering your questions. Who will be the answerer for Wookiee Mistake? Joe, all right. Then Dylan, whenever you are ready, take it away.
All right, so your first question in the category of DreamWorks animation. Which DreamWorks film features the main human character befriending the title character by feeding them an apple?
Spirit Untamed. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Who voices the Commandante in Puss in Boots?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Steven Spielberg, B, Alfonso Cuarón, C, Antoine Fuqua, or D, Guillermo del Toro.
Five, 4.
Can you repeat the options, please?
Sure thing. Your options again. A, Steven Spielberg, B, Alfonso Cuarón, C, Antoine Fuqua, or D, Guillermo del Toro.
Antoine Fuqua, final answer.
That is incorrect. Duel of the Fates for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Steven Spielberg, B, Alfonso Cuarón, C, Antoine Fuqua, or D, Guillermo del Toro?
Guillermo del Toro, final answer.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. So your third question, Wookiee. What specifically do the penguins ultimately land on after falling out of an airplane to cushion their fall in Penguins of Madagascar?
Five, 4.
A bouncy castle, final answer.
You can accept that? Yep, for 2 points. All right, so your penultimate question. In Trolls, what is the name of the troll that gets kidnapped by the Bergens but ultimately betrays Poppy and the rest of the trolls?
Creek, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points. And your final question in this category. In B Movie, what is the name of the machine that Adam ultimately winds up working on inside the hive?
Five, 4.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Pollinator, B, Krellman, C, Buggerich, or D, Applegate.
Maybe I should have shot the Krellman, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
All right. So with that, Wookiee Mistake brings their score up to 21 with the steal. Duel of the Fates is at 16. Is that what you have, Dylan?
That is what I have yet.
All right. Then we'll bring back up the wheel eventually. Cody. Oh, look, the wheel came out kind of fast that time. All right. Duel of the Fates. This will be your first spin. Lands on Marvel. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
We will keep it, please.
You got it. Just, give me a minute. All right, cool. Oh, Cody never even came. Sweet. Love that. All right. Duel of the Fates. Are you prepared for your questions in the category of Marvel? Your first question. Which Marvel film features something called a decay rate algorithm?
The Amazing Spider-Man, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who provides the voice for Howard the Duck in Howard the Duck?
Chip, Zine, or CN. I don't know if you want me to spell it, but final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Cool.
Zine, Zian, Z-I. Yeah, I got you. All right, Duel, your third question. What rank does Glenn Talbot hold in Hulk? Five, 4.
We'll do multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, Colonel, B, Sergeant, C, Corporal, or D, Major? Five, 4.
We'll repeat the options, please.
All right, your options again are A, Colonel, B, Sergeant, C, Corporal, or D, Major.
Sergeant, final answer.
That is incorrect. Wookiee Mistake. Chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Colonel, B, Sergeant, C, Corporal, or D, Major.
Colonel, final answer.
That is unfortunately also incorrect. We were looking for D major. Major Talbot. All right. So we'll move to the penultimate question. Duel of the Fates. In X-Men Origins Wolverine, what is the real first name of the mutant known as the Blob?
Fred, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points in the lead. All right, and Duel of the Fates, your final question in Marvel. In Venom, Let There Be Carnage. During the final fight, Carnage only eats one person. What profession did that person have?
Priest, final answer.
And that is correct for 2 more points. And the end of round number 2, Duel of the Fates gets their score up to 24. Wookiee Mistake at 21. Is that what you have, Dylan?
That's what I got. Yep.
All right, then we'll move into round number 3. Here's how round number 3 is going to work. It is the filmography round. We have 3 questions for the teams to take. Just, one's worth 1, 2, and 3. One person takes the 1 pointer, another takes the 2. They can confer on the 3. The question gives 2 clues pointing to a Phantom actor or actress. If you get the question correct, you get the points. That's round 3 for you.
Good job.
All right. Duel of the Fates, you're in the lead. Would you like set 1 or set 2?
Set 2, please.
Set 2, you got it. Then I will give Dylan set 2 because I read that. I don't need to explain myself. Dylan, those are the questions that you will ask momentarily. But first, Wookiee Mistake, I will be asking your questions in set 1. Are you prepared to start round 3?
Yeah.
Great. Who will be taking the 1 point question?
That will be me.
You've got it. Your question for 1 point, David.
Mm-hmm.
Who plays a Marvel vampire and a Worlds of DC clown?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Jared Leto.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. Joe, I'll be asking you the 2 point question. It is as follows. Who voices a Disney animated princess and a DC filmmaker?
Kristen Bell.
That is correct for 2 points. A tie game.
Mute, David.
So we move to your 3rd question.
Why? They can't steal?
Yeah, you can do that. Whatever you prefer.
I forgot. It's been a minute.
Okay. All right. Wookiee Mistake, your 3 point question. Who plays a Sci-Fi Icons National Defense Director and voices a DreamWorks hunter?
It's Frances McDormand.
Yeah.
We in testing, we said, what profession does she have in Transformers? Frances McDormand, final answer.
That is correct for 3 big points in the lead. With that, Wookiee Mistake gets their score up to 27. Duel of the Fates at 24. So we move to their round. Duel of the Fates, who will be taking the 1 point question?
I will.
All right, Dylan, whenever you are ready.
All right, so then your 1 point question, Tyler. Who plays M in a James Bond film and a Wizarding World Dark Wizard?
Ralph Fiennes.
That is correct for 1 point. So then the 2 point question over to Brittany. Your question is, who plays an MCU college professor and a Middle-earth elf?
Liv Tyler?
That is correct for 2 points.
Oh, okay. I'm like, is she a professor? Okay, cool.
All right. So then your 3 point question, which you can collaborate on, is who voices a Pixar queen and plays an American Spy's arms dealer?
American Spy's arm dealer?
It's not Vanessa Redgrave, right?
You know what? Mama Topolino, she might be a queen. Maybe. I think that might be it. Because how many other queens are there?
4,
3,
Do you want to repeat?
2.
Repeat.
All right, that was your first repeat. Go ahead, Dylan.
Who voices a Pixar queen and plays an American Spy's arms dealer?
You said Vanessa Redgrave is Mama Topolino?
Yeah.
Who voices the Queen in Cars 2?
Oh, maybe. Because do you just want to go with Vanessa Redgrave? I think that
If you think it's good, yeah.
Vanessa Redgrave, final answer.
That is correct for 3 points.
Yeah.
Good job, Tyler.
All right. And yes, Cars 2. It's impossible. But with that, both teams sweep the filmography round. Duel of Fates has regained the lead. It's 30-27. 3-point game going into the deep cut round. The deep cut round is going to work like this. There are 10 films on a wheel drafted by the teams you see before you. 5 questions from each film have been written at a deep cut level. If you haven't seen these movies, you're probably not getting these questions correct. We will spin the wheel 5 times to get 5 questions from the same movie, from different movies. We'll see. It's all fate. What fun. Teams can confer on answering the question, and each correct answer is worth 2 points apiece in the deep cut round. Teams, any questions? We getting around number 4. All right, then. Your deep cut movies today are Return of the Jedi, Spider-Man, Stardust, Die Hard, The Road to El Dorado, Monsters, Inc., Beauty and the Beast, The Sorcerer's Stone, Casino Royale, and The Undiscovered Country. With that being said, teams, this will be your first spin. It lands on Die Hard. All right, I will start by reading you your question in Die Hard, which is again, same answers, people who are going to answer. Cool, great. All right, your first question in Die Hard. How long has John McClane's flying partner been doing the toe fist trick? That's Dylan. You can't see this because I didn't share this question with you, but I wrote being doing.
Oh,
how long has he been
interesting?
Being doing. That's improper grammar. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Duel of Fates.
9 years.
And Wookiee mistake.
9 years.
9 years is correct. 2 points apiece. As we bring back in the wheel for the second spin. All right, here it is. Lands on The Road to El Dorado. So, Dylan, since you're such a big fan of this movie.
Oh, yes.
That you were talking about it earlier. Why don't you go ahead and read? Just scroll over one to, yep, right there. Yeah. And go ahead.
All right. Your question in The Road to El Dorado. Tulio says that Altivo is a war horse, not a what? You know, I know you were joking when you mentioned that, but this was actually like one of my favorite films when I was a kid. Like,
it's good.
I had the VHS on repeat. Yes,
it's a good one. I do like it. I would argue it's probably their first good one. Like, I know there's one that came before it that people would say is good, but like,
yeah,
you know, it's fine. Learned about it in like Bible schools. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Wookiee mistake.
Poodle.
And Duel of the Fates.
A poodle.
Poodle is correct. 2 points apiece. Still a 3-point game as we bring back the wheel for the third spin. Eventually. All right, cool. Here we go. Third spin. Tale as old as time. You get it? No? Okay. Okay. Teams, I'll be reading you your third question in the deep cut round in Beauty and the Beast. It is as follows. What is the final piece of advice Mrs. Potts and Lumiere simultaneously give the Beast for wooing Belle before she refuses to come to dinner?
I respect your integrity of not showing me the deep cuts. Just to make sure, not everyone sees the questions. But I'm never going to get to a championship match, so
never say that. You could come. Here's dream scenario. Ready? We've got the last one standing all set up. We're in the last round. Number 35 says they can't make it. We go, shit, Dylan, get in here. You win. Challenge. Here we are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Duel of the Fates.
Control your temper.
And Wookiee mistake.
Control your temper.
Control your temper is correct. Keeping pace here as we bring back the wheel for the penultimate spin. And boy, am I excited to not have to spin this wheel anymore because it's taking forever. But here is your fourth spin, brought to you by All the Greatest Gifts, Holiday Hall of Fame. Oh, Nike. Back to the road. Oh, Dylan, you get to ask another one.
Yes, let's go.
Great. Once we get there, which could be any minute now. Okay, here we go. Coming at you, bada bing.
All right, your question. According to Tsekal Khan, why do the gods demand blood? I could read that if you want me to, but all right, that's fine.
I'm not even looking at it. I think you got the spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I saw the name and I got scared.
That's fair.
Maybe stumble a bit.
In my first ever fandom match, Coho asked the question, and Tim was reading this question, and he was like, "Who's second?" And Coho was like, "Tsekal Khan." I'll never forget. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Wookiee mistake.
Gods don't bleed.
And Duel of the Fates.
No, you got us.
Gods don't bleed is the correct answer. With that, Wookiee mistake cuts into the lead. It's now a 1-point game as we get to the final question of the deep cut round. We'll bring back the wheel eventually. Oh, there it is. That came pretty fast this time. It's learning. This will be your final spin. Lands on Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Just going to go ahead and stop sharing this all together because I think it's making my internet twice as slow. All right. Teams, your final question in the deep cut round from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is as follows. From whom does Hagrid say he bought Fluffy? Ooh, back. How's the chair? You're in that chair a lot. How is it?
Yeah.
Good lumbar support?
Not exactly. My back's kind of hurting right now, but
this one is non-existent. It's like you can see my back's just like coming through the back of this chair.
If I plug this one in, I can have it like massage slightly, but it doesn't work super well.
5, 4. I gotta invest in a better chair. 3,
Repeat the question, please.
All right, that is Wookiee mistake. Second repeat. The question again. From whom does Hagrid say he bought Fluffy? Oh, really? That's so interesting.
It is.
It's wild. She's like 2 feet away.
I couldn't hear anything.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Sorry, I think it was too late, Joe. I saw the repeat. I think that even the sign was too late. So we're just gonna go ahead and start with Duel of the Fates.
You said an Irish feller?
And Wookiee mistake.
Bloke you met down the pub.
I'm gonna accept both those answers. We have an Irish feller, parentheses, that he met at the pub. Tim wrote this one, so I'm going to go ahead and accept that because you both gave a portion of the correct answer. If you have feelings about challenging, now's the time. Or I guess you guys can't. Yep. So yeah, that's my ruling. That both answers are correct. So we're gonna go ahead and say each team gets 2 points, and that'll bring us to the end of round number 4. Duel of the Fates maintains their 1-point lead. The score is 30. Lots of tallies. 38-37. 1-point game going into round 3. Here's how round 3 is going to work. It is the 3, 5. We're not going backwards. We're going into round 5. Here's how round 5 is going to work. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Once the teams hear the category, they can choose who will take the question. The other player will have
sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. The other player will have to take question 2. They can reset for question 3 and 4, and teams can confer on the 5th and final question. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Teams, any questions as we get into round number 5? All right, the first category you can bet points on is Disney animation. Let's get bets, starting with Duel of the Fates. Who will be taking it for how much?
I'll take it for 2.
And Wookiee mistake?
Take it for 2.
All right, your question in Disney animation. What is the full name of the man who bullies Ichabod in the adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad? Did you like this one as well?
I have not seen it.
Okay, good. I was gonna say you're being very coho today with the El Dorado, and if this was up there, I'd be
really?
concerned. I feel like he just likes to pick either bad ones or ones that no one cares about and go, those were my favorite.
Look, no offense to him, but I think if there's one person in this community who is the complete opposite spectrum of me film taste-wise, it'd probably be him.
That's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat the question.
That was wild. That's Duel of the Fates, second repeat. Question again. What is the full name of the man who bullies Ichabod in the adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad? That was crazy. I thought we were just going to end the question. Players were like playing chicken.
Intense match. Glad I was here for this one.
Yeah, no, this is a good one to be here.
Yeah.
Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Brittany.
No, I said Brom Barebones.
And David.
Tom Randall. I don't know.
Both unfortunately incorrect.
The Bear Stone.
We were looking for Brom Bones.
Oh.
There. Brom Bones.
Okay.
I know the That's all I knew.
Very close, but both teams will lose 2 points. Still a 1-point game, 36-35. We get to the second category that Tyler and Joe will have to take. Dylan, what category is that?
It will be in the category of Star Wars.
Let's get bets, starting with Joe.
2.
And Tyler.
2.
All right, Dylan, what's the question?
All right, your question. Name 2 actors who have played a character with the last name Lars in a Star Wars film.
Star Wars data is difficult.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
I spoke very softly because I wasn't confident in what I was saying, so I'm just gonna leave it. How you doing, Dylan?
Good.
First fandom match hosting?
Second one. I did Nuts versus Molokai.
4. Okay, that was a good one. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Joe.
Sheila Fraser and Joel Edgerton.
And Tyler.
So Joel Edgerton and Phil Brown.
Both answers are correct. The answers we would have accepted are Jack Thompson, Joel Edgerton, Bonnie Peace, Phil Brown, and Sheila Fraser. So everyone is correct, though one of them may be Baru when she didn't have the last name Lars. But regardless,
that was a New Hope.
Neither of you said that, so it's fine. Both teams will get 2 points. We're back to where we started. It's 38-37. As we get to the third category, you can bet points on. You can reset who takes it. That category is DC. We'll get bets starting with Duel of the Fates. Who will be taking it for how much?
Take it for 2.
And Wookiee mistake.
Taking it for 2.
All right, your question in DC. In The Losers, while changing in the elevator, Jensen gets Mr. Anderson to leave his office by saying that they need to discuss an incident where what specifically happened.
So I didn't get to say it on the last question because I wasn't confident in the joke, but so I'll test it out here. But so I was looking at the question previously, the Star Wars one, and I was like, Star Wars, more like Star Lars, because just so many characters named Lars in it.
Yeah.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, because you just swapped the L and the W.
Yeah. It looks similar in the doc. Yeah. Damn, I should have said it.
Fair. You just go with your gut. They're like 80% of them are going to miss, but most people just remember the 20%.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Brittany.
I don't know. I said someone made a mess in the bathroom.
And Wookiee mistake. Joe.
Someone exposed themselves to a coworker.
Joe is correct. Someone exposed themselves to coworkers is correct. It was Jensen himself who did the exposing. But with that, Wookiee mistake will take the lead, gain 2 points. Duel of the Fates will lose 2 points. The score is now 39-36. 3-point game going into the penultimate question. The lead has flipped. Wookiee mistake is in the lead. Tyler and David will have to take this next question. I'll tell you the category because I haven't sent it to Dylan yet. The category is DreamWorks Animation. Let's get bets, starting with David.
0.
And Tyler.
2.
All right. Here's the sitch. If Tyler hits, we move on. If Tyler misses, that'll be the match. Dylan, whenever you're ready.
All right. Your question. Which DreamWorks film features a character who believes footballs are a type of fruit? I feel bad. I feel like I've been hogging all the DreamWorks questions this match.
You've had lots of them. Did you ask DreamWorks in round 2?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
And both deep cuts.
Both deep cuts.
Weird how that worked out, but yeah.
Really weird. Did you do it in round 1?
No, I think that was that one.
I did that one.
Yeah.
So you're not hogging it. I get my fair share. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. All right. That is Duel of the Fates' third repeat. Go ahead, Dylan.
Yeah. Which DreamWorks film features a character who believes footballs are a type of fruit?
This is tense.
Very. I'm shaking right now.
I would be if I could feel my spine.
Oh.
Chair sucks. That's what I was saying before, is how bad this chair is. See how my back's like popping through it? Yeah, I know. I'm not made of chairs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with David, who bet 0.
Abominable.
And Tyler.
I said home.
Home is the correct answer.
Nice.
Tyler will hit that for 2 points. Wookiee mistake still in the lead by 1 point now as we move to the final question. The score is
I'm getting
39,
rid of the Skype call.
38.
Yeah, we're jumping out.
There. I highly recommend everyone.
Thank you.
But we will be moving to the final question. 1 point game. Wookiee mistake in the lead. That final question comes in the category of horror icons.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Let's get bets, starting with Duel of the Fates.
2.
And Wookiee mistake.
2.
All right, no sudden death here today. Here's what's going to happen. Dylan is going to start by reading Duel of the Fates their question. If they hit, we'll move to Wookiee mistake. If they miss, that'll be the match. Dylan, please ask Duel of the Fates their question in horror icons.
Sure thing. Your question is, in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, while looking for Ellie, Dr. Chalice knocks the head off of an android who he believes was a real woman. What activity was that android doing?
Knitting. Yeah. Yeah, just go for it. That was her gut. If I can see her with yeah. Knitting, final answer.
That is correct for 2.
All right.
All right. All right.
All right, Duel of the Fates has regained the lead. Here is the situation. I will be asking Wookiee Mistake their question in Horror Icons. If they hit, they will regain the belts. If they miss, the belts will stay with Duel of the Fates. Wookiee Mistake, are you prepared for your question in Horror Icons?
Sure.
Yeah.
Your question is, what specific object is Jimmy looking for when he is killed in the kitchen by Jason in Friday the 13th, the final chapter?
Which one is that?
It's the one with Corey Feldman. I believe it's I want to say it's a bottle opener. I think he's killed with it. Or a corkscrew or bottle opener. That's going to be the
Corkscrew or something like that?
5, 4.
Corkscrew, repeat the question.
repeat question.
All right, that is your third repeat. You have one remaining. The
Bottle
question again.
opener is more in my head.
What specific
What?
object is Jimmy looking for when he is killed in the kitchen by Jason in Friday the 13th, the final chapter?
Is Jimmy George McFly?
I can't even remember. Dude.
I mean, I think he's the only one that's killed in the kitchen. It's a corkscrew, something like that.
Yeah, I think we're going to
Dude,
sit here arguing what different objects are.
I mean, I don't.
4.
Repeat the question one last time for
That is
Wookiee.
your final repeat. The question again. What specific object is Jimmy looking for when he is killed in the kitchen by Jason in Friday the 13th, the final chapter?
Yeah, you know what? Go with that. Is there a difference between corkscrew or bottle opener?
Not really.
Do you want to go with bottle opener just in case?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Corkscrew, final answer.
And your winners and new champions, Wookiee Mistake. Corkscrew was the correct answer, which means Wookiee Mistake has regained the title. So I'm going to go ahead and take everyone out a little bit slowly because my computer sucks. If anyone is on the multiplex account and wants to help me out, that's great. No, you're good. I think everyone's out. Dylan, holy shit. 2 minutes, an hour and 2 minutes ago, you were just probably sitting in bed doing nothing, and now like you've witnessed at history. Fucking crazy. What do you think?
Yeah, amazing match. Really lived up to the hype I think I had going into it, even though I didn't know about it until the link was sent to me. But still, a very great match, straight down to the wire. I mean, and a fantastic pull rate at the end there. It sounded like they were kind of confident, not super confident, but they ended up pulling it, which was fantastic. And yeah, just Duel of the Fates, great champions. Wookiee Mistake just were able to keep applying pressure and then taking the lead in round 5 and holding it all to the very end. Very impressive stuff.
Absolutely. Incredible stuff from both teams. This was one of, if not the match of the year, which feels crazy because I feel like I've been saying that all year. But great note to end on, at least. We'll start by talking to our unfortunate second place finishers, Duel of the Fates, former champions. Guys, you are coming in slowly but surely. Listen, you've held on to the belts all year. You were the only champions up until now. This was Duel of the Fates year. I don't think this match denies any of that. I think people will look back at this year and think, wow, that was the year Duel of the Fates went on an absolute tear. And you went on an absolute tear in this match. This is one of the highest scoring matches we've seen. Round 3 was one of the most back and forth things we've seen. And at the end of the day, Wookiee Mistake just, I think they gave everything they had, and I would bet there's nothing left because that they're headed out now. And I think that was just one final push. They had a drive that we haven't seen in a lot around these parts. And to beat you guys at the level you've both been playing, because not only have you been the team's champions all year, but you've both held the singles belt, which is the first time that's ever happened. It shows how great of Fandom players you are individually and as a team. Didn't go your way today, but overall, I think you should be proud of the year you've had. How are you feeling about the match in the immediate aftermath?
I'm fucking pissed. I made, hats off to Wookiee. Hell of a career, great job, no bad blood whatsoever for them. Happy for them. I just don't know how many more fucking times I have to put my hand in a fucking blender and fucking turn it on until I just stop doing the same fucking mistake. every match in the first question, we have a 1 point lead. We don't have to bet the equal amount. We can bet one and keep it where we're at. We don't, and then I make that mistake, and then we could have made it. We all were not feeling great about DC. Both of them didn't feel super happy about it. Like we were having a back and forth. It took us a while to decide. I could have easily just said, "Hey, let's play the safe." DreamWorks and forces David to play differently. Like we just played. We play round 5 weird sometimes, and this is what happened. Like, and this league is so difficult to play 100% all season long. It happened with Knights of Ren. It happened with Arkham Knights. It happens with this team. Like every team has a crack at some point, a game that's not the same, a game that doesn't work the right way. It's an exhausting season. They both held this singles title. They battled back and forth. Like I'm not making excuses for this team whatsoever. Like Wookiee is the better team today. They just proved it in the rounds. They just were able to outlast us. But damn, like I just feel like I cost us the win, like I cost Brittany the win in the last one. And like if I just speak up and yell, maybe we change it. But I don't change it because when you think of you got the 2 best players in this league by far, and you think everything's a sure thing, and not everything's a sure thing. It's just frustrating. Again, hats off to Joe and David. They had a great career. Thank God they're gone. Like, no offense, guys. Like, thank God. I don't want to see you as a team ever fucking again. Like, David have a great like non-title match retirement. Come back and play when you want. But God damn it, like, don't schedule me against him either. I'm coming back next year. I don't want to fucking see David. Like, even a bad David is a better David than I will ever be. So, but no, Tyler and Brittany will be back. I think next season actually helps them more than this season even, and that's crazy to say because I think there's categories that just lit the flame and made them more excited to play like Tyler, but losing fucking sucks, guys. Losing fucking sucks, and they're probably even more disappointed than I am, but I'm heated at this point. So.
Very fair. Tyler, Brittany, listen, in this event, I don't know if it's happened already or if it will happen, you're playing each other for the singles title. So at least one belt will remain in your hands at the end of all this. How are you guys feeling? If you want to give some quick words, like I know this isn't the best end for the team, but both of you have had insane years that like are in the top 3, top 5 years of all time. So quick thoughts on the year and this match from either of you or both.
Brittany, do you want to talk?
I mean, yeah, I think I should have gotten Braun Bones, guys. Like, I had Braun Bare Bones. I think I should have used a repeat, and I would have gotten there. That is on me. I think I feel responsible. The God thing, I also think I could have got. Anyway, but I don't want this to put, like, a sour on the end on our whole year, because we had a fucking killer year, guys. Like, we killed it. How many points did we get, just out of curiosity? Like,
in this match?
Today. Yeah.
40.
Okay. That's pretty good. Like for an off match, 40 points. Like, let's just use this for fuel next year. We're gonna be pissed for a little bit, but it's all good. I'm pissed, but I'm okay, I guess.
Well, you've seen what happens when you're pissed, Brittany. So, Tyler, you also you may currently be holding the singles title. Again, depending on where all this is. You've had a killer year as well. Any thoughts?
Yeah, first off, I want to say congratulations to Wookiee Mistake. They played awesome.
Yep.
It was a great match. We haven't had a match that took us that far. So it just speaks to how well that they did, and then they pulled out the win. So don't want to undercut anything they're doing. They're going out on a high note. I will say for us, like, this year has been incredible. I mean, I know Brittany's gotten better. Our relationship with Cody's gotten better. I feel like I've improved a lot. Like, I just hit like a lot of weak points and tying those up. There's some little things I got to still do. But like, just like in this match, it's just like a lot of the stuff was just coming to me and I felt really good about it. Things happen where we don't get the win. I mean, we can beat ourselves up. We can say what we did differently. It doesn't really matter. The point is that the questions didn't go our way. It's fine. It's the next time it will. But we've had a great season. Brittany's had a phenomenal single season. I've had a great single season. It's been a killer year. Not how we wanted it to end, but I got to be honest with you. I know I'm really pissed right now. I know she's really pissed right now. Cody's pissed. There's a lot of stuff coming in the future, in the next season, things that people don't want to get that we're going to be giving them.
And quotes and scores are going away.
Yeah.
So
everybody's in danger. This is actually worse for the league because now we have to play more people. So they should probably
about
watch
to get
out.
shell shocked. All right, Ninja Turtles, let's go.
Let me try and end this post match on a high note for you all. You guys had 3 title defenses throughout the year. In our books, that constitutes an automatic rematch. So it won't be immediate. Depending on what Wookiee says, you'll either get to play Wookiee or someone else. There will be a title match before your automatic rematch. But the next time we see you guys as a team, we'll be back in the title ring. So congratulations on a hell of a year and a hell of a match. And we'll see you very soon as we bring in our winners incredibly slowly, building up the tension. That's Alex. He didn't play.
No.
Wookiee mistake. Wookiee mistake, guys. I didn't know if you were coming in as the only team that has beaten Duel of the Fates that they haven't also come back and beaten. But they're a very different team now than they were the first time. So I didn't know how this was going to go. I thought it was looking rough for you all pre-match, like the specs of this match. I was like, Brittany and Tyler, Jesus Christ. But you all did it. Like I said, you had a drive in you that I haven't seen in a while in a team. You've become the 3rd ever 2-time champions. You joined Knights of Ren and Dummies. And I know prior to this, you all said you were happy. You won your 4th tournament, but 3rd 16-team tournament. You've won the belts. You've challenged for the belts multiple times. I know you said you were happy. This has got to be some pretty sweet icing. Please tell me how you are feeling.
If you were on, thank you. If you were on our call, on our Skype call, we were like, wow, this is going a lot better than we thought.
Yeah.
So this, if you put our last tournament, like last year's tournament, when we only had to answer 2 round 3 questions in the whole tournament, and this tournament, when I think we were behind on every single match we played at some point, I think it was clear we were on like our last breath. Wookiee mistake. And yeah, you say, I don't know, I had been playing not well lately. Like I had been having like 3 points in round 1, 4 points in round 1. I had my best round 1 in a title match. I had my best round 1 today in a while, and that's a title match. I don't know what happened. I really don't know. Maybe it's psychological thing, something. It's the last one. I don't know. We didn't expect. I'm so happy. And oh, fuck that. I'm not doing that again. Alex, we are not doing that again.
Yeah, it's been an interesting build-up because obviously we know we're also getting the other title match. So we know that on her way to that title match, Brittany beat David and myself to get there. So there is a little bit of sort of not revenge, because I don't ever feel like revenge against Brittany is a thing. It's just a little bit of redemption, I think, for us more than revenge. That one. Sometimes one question can just change the dynamic of the whole match. We knew that it was going to be like it usually is against anyone who plays in Duel of the Fates. You're going to have to probably bet 2 for the entirety of round 3. We got in a position where we could, and I said to David, I know you're good at DreamWorks, but just to be safe, do you want to go 0 and let's ride out on the last question? Let's go out swinging on the very last question. And it turned out it happened to be in our favor. We heard horror icons and we went, okay. And yeah, that's it. And
yeah, the funny thing is, I think I didn't, but I think Joe knew theirs. I saw it in his eyes. I think Joe knew theirs instantly.
Yeah, I honestly thought I was going to say what country was the thing made in, which I for some reason know, but you know, that's a weird.
But I don't know. Like, I want to say hats off to Duel of the Fates. They are going to be champs again next year. I mean, I have no doubt about it. We just borrowed the belts, put them on a shelf for them to take next year, and I mean. Yeah, it's been a wonderful 4 years. I'm going to still play, but it's been incredible. I think I think a lot of people, a lot of teams when they form are like, let's fucking get the belts. When we formed, we were like, just.
Like, we know geek stuff. We should do all right, and then we sort of we went in on it. And I think harking back to the very beginning, I think it's that match against Some Like It Hot. I think that's the match where we sort of went, we can do this.
And I have been playing to not drag Joe down, and that makes me. No, but I think this is not the time to like be my usual put myself down self. I think I played a lot better than I thought I was going to play today, and I'm very proud of being able to have this belt twice because it means a lot to me. This league has given me a lot. When I was in the hospital, a lot of people know I watching fandom movies, everything. Like it has helped me personally, the community, everything. To this being an activity that I can do from a bed helps me a lot, and that's incredible. I have met Joe. I have made a friend that I have shared my love with Star Wars in Celebration. This has been a treat. And now, next year, maybe I will be on a Fandom Teams match against Joe, which will be weird.
With another good friend, and maybe that good friend will also be seen more by this host in another division. But who knows? But there is something I wanted to go out saying. There are very few people in the community that know what I went through this year, and David and Alex being two of them. And Tim has probably guessed what happened, and it's been a real hard year for me. I haven't been as focused because of that, and I think coming out in this final match, just in the way it went, really couldn't have used a high note more. And I know it's sometimes just sitting in front of a computer answering questions about movies, but sometimes those small things really do make a difference. So I do want to thank Alex, of course, for being here and managing us, and David for being there and coming over to here and coming to Star Wars Celebration with me, and having that more sort of personal touch to it was great. And I think this is the last match being recorded of the year. So Dylan, thanks for being here and hosting, but also I do want a big thanks out just to Nick and Tim for everything they do here. It is amazing. And before we go, I do also want to say thank you to Thomas Eanes, who used to manage us in every match through all those tournaments we won. I don't know if, Thomas, if you still watch, but the input you had with us helped build us and make us that team we are. So wherever you are, thank you very much.
Brittany and Tyler helped as well. We are who we are today as a team because of the time we spent with Brittany and Tyler. And next year, if something's happening, hit us up. Maybe.
Who knows?
Sounds good, guys. Wookiee Mistake will be a household name here forever. You guys are a legendary team. You are the only team. You have 22 wins. You're in the 800 points club. You have over 800 points.
How many losses do we have?
6, but 800 points club. I think the next highest team is in like the 500s, so it's kind of wild. Obviously, 2-time teams champions, multiple-time winning tournaments. It will be a long time before people forget the name Wookiee Mistake, if they ever do at all.
I don't know if we still have them, but I know we also maybe set some, at least in the early days, set some points records.
One here and there, for sure. But guys, fantastic stuff. Congratulations on winning the belts back. And yeah, just a quick announcement. Wookiee Mistake has confirmed that they're not coming back. Dylan, I'll tell you the announcement. It's fun. Wookiee Mistake has confirmed that they're not coming back, which means they can hold on to the belts till the end of the year. Then they will be dropped to be picked up by a new team. Brittany and Tyler will not be in that. Instead, this new team's first defense will be against Brittany and Tyler, which means there's a team out there that doesn't have to go through Wookiee Mistake or Duel of the Fates to become the next team's champions. I'm excited for it. Next year's going to be killer, just like this year was. So, Dylan, thank you for being here. Thank you for hosting.
My pleasure. Yep.
Thank you to Wookiee Mistake. Thank you to Duel of the Fates, to Cody, to Alex, to Tim for editing this, to Javi, and to Anna for being in some Skype calls at the last minute. It was a great time. And thank you to all of you for checking out this exciting season of Fandom Fights. Be sure to check out all the other matches going on You got Fandom singles. You got Melee teams, Melee singles, Fanzone. We got it all here at the Final Act. So be sure to check them out. And we'll see you next year with another exciting season of Fandom Fights.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end. Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.